anticipate all the good things come to me from above. If I would count all the blessings from the storehouse above, I simply ask for the favor of Him beyond mortal king, and I'm sure He grant it again and again. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day when all our
I started putting up the conversation me and someone else was having about the control, and I figured I'd better not do it because I don't want to hurt her feelings or anything, so I'm going to leave her out of it. So here we go. Alright, I figured this would probably be the better way, and for us to talk about this, what do they call it, gun violence now. They changed the name of it. Because you're against are you for gun violence? You changed the name to make it sound like I'm the bad person. It used to be gun control. The gun control, who's gonna, you control your own gun. You know, you can take your gun and put it up to where children can't get a hold of it. You can put your gun up to where you can only get it to protect yourself. You got to think about this. When they want to call them founding fathers. I don't call them that. It's George Washington and the rest of them. But whenever they were over in England and all to come over here, they had the gun control. They was not allowed to have anything. That's why they came over here, so they could be free. Okay? And then you got to look at Germany. What happened in Germany and all? What happened? We are living right now the same identical thing that happened in Germany. Every bit of it. All them people from Germany, all their scientists came over here. And if you learn the history of that, you're going to learn the history of a lot of things that are going on right now. Now, you got the Constitution. Con, okay? It's con. Why? Because they give you the laws and then they take them away. Let me go find a Bible verse. Okay, I'm in Isaiah 29 and 16. You can believe how you want to believe. It's not going to affect me, but it does honestly bother me that you are willing to give up your right for security, and you deserve neither one. I'm sorry I feel that way. No, I'm not. Because people that have been to the schools have been so indoctrined to believe in this lie and not want to protect or take care of themselves. They rely upon the government to take care of them when the government could care less. They could care less. Here we go. Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be established as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not. Now this is your evolution. That's what they teach in your school, which is wrong. Shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. So they're saying God has no understanding because you have boys wanting to be girls and girls wanting to be boys. Now think about that. That's through your government. Did you know that they're putting out a law that any woman that gets pregnant has to have an abortion to prove that they believe in abortion? Yeah, every woman. If you get pregnant, you have to have an abortion. Now, let's look at this through Christ, through His way. Oh no, I lost it. Let me go find it. Alright, let's go to Isaiah 9 and 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. This is Jesus Christ. Now everybody's going to say, yeah, you're right, it's Jesus Christ. You can't deny it. Alright, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. Do you think he's going to have carry the government, the literal government upon his shoulders? No. They are against what Christ does. So therefore, they're going to be against Christ. So the against Christ is upon Christ's shoulders, because they don't want nothing. They don't want nothing to do with him. Okay? So if you look at it, you say, I'm a Christian. I don't say that. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. And if you say you are a Christian, fine, you can do that. If you say, I am a follower of Christ, then you know for a fact that he was against the government. That he was against the government. And so everything that the government does, Christ was against it. Now, and if you think about it, and all, this gun stuff and all, you ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. Remember when, back in the olden days, the Chinese was scared. They were scared. They said, oh no, we can't go over and take over USA because there's a gun underneath every blade of grass. So, as long as you have guns, the government is scared. And then you will not have the tyranny you have now. And on top of that, all the other people would leave you alone too. You have protection. If you don't have protection, then you will be vulnerable. Now, look at all these cops out here. Every one of them. You can say, oh, but my son or my grandson or my whatever you want to do. If they are a cop, there's not one ripe apple in the whole bunch. You want me to tell you why? You go out there and you say, hey, do you give a ticket for a single mother that don't have but one job? And you give her tickets? Yeah. They are working for the government. Did you know the Supreme Court said that they don't have any right to protect you? And did you know that they have police officers with gun in a school and they say, we don't have to protect your child. They can run out whenever somebody comes in with a gun. If you don't believe me, I don't care. You can go and you can check it out. I am saying this from my heart, that I love each and every one of you, and I want you to change your mind. Change your mindset to something from stinking thinking to great thinking. Because with you saying that we need gun control is saying we need people control. There is no such thing as gun control. It's people control. Guns don't kill people. People kill people with the gun. Think about that. Now, let's go to Matthew. And this should be the whole law. Nothing else should be any law. Man's laws are nothing but to hurt you. That's all. Christ said that, I'll have to find that one. All right, Matthew 7 and 12. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that man should do to you, do you even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Now, in other words, if you have your guns taken away, then you are going to regret it, because they will come after you with guns. If you don't believe me, look at it. Look at it. You don't pay your taxes, what do? They come with guns. If they say, oh, you're mistreating your child, and you are not mistreating your child, they come after you with guns. Therefore, like they say, don't take a knife to a gun fight. Okay? You take a gun to a gunfight. And I don't care, this is a hard thing that I'll probably get a strike, but that's okay. At least I do have, hopefully you're watching it. Now, let me go find this other Bible verse. Okay, we're in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous. So this is saying, look, man's laws are grievous. If they're not, I'm sorry. But you got to look. Man's laws say that you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't go fishing without a permission slip. And to vote in your enslavement, to vote, it's, I don't really understand how come people think that it's okay to vote because you are voting into your enslavement. You're not, look, all these politicians, they don't have anything at all to do except for make laws to enslave you even more. Now, if you don't believe me, look at what's going on now. All this 19 stuff that's going on. You can't fly a plane. You can't go across state lines in some places. Like I said that one time, there's a woman here that wants to go back home, but she can't because she has to take the invisible whatever. And why you guys don't go and do research on this, and I don't understand it. Look up Pfizer's criminal history. I dare you. And you'll see. Why would you believe that they are really out to help you? You are looking at a bunch of Satanists in the White House. That's where Satan's den is, where Satan's seed is. It's right there. And if you believe that they are for you, I really feel for you. Because if the Bible says, let me go see if I can find it. I don't know why this thing was not recording, but it wasn't. So, but anyway, let's go to 1 John 5 and 3. It says, for this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. So, in other words, we need to keep God's commandments. And His commandments are not grievous. Now, if you look at man's commandments, they are grievous. They are really grievous. I mean, you can't save rainwater, you can't go fishing, and blah, blah. That is control. Man control. Because you have to go buy a permit to be able to do something that you already have the right to do because God gave it to you. All right, let's go to Matthew 6. Let me go find Matthew. And then we're going to look at 6. Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Alright, so either you love the government way or you love Christ's way. You can't have them both. God knows your heart. If you love your government, He'll not depart from me. I never knew you. I never knew you because you loved your government. Now, let's go back to 1 John. And we want 2 and 15. Love not the world. The government is the world. You can't love it and love Christ. Neither the things that are in the world. If you love the government way and their propaganda and their media, well, depart from me, I never knew you. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Can you get this? If you love what this world stands for, the love of the Father is not in you. Hey, you go to these churches that don't want to teach you about Christ and what He stands for and what His laws are. He has laws to keep you from getting hurt or let somebody rule over you. But yet, you go vote to say, I want to be enslaved. What can I say? You go to these schools that indoctrinate you and your children, and so you could let the government tell you what to do. Now, I said more earlier and all, but I have to say that someone that does not believe that you have to have a protection device to help you out. Now, I'll probably end up losing this channel. You know what? I don't care. I hope you see it. I pray you see it. And I pray you turn from what you're thinking to a better thinking. Get rid of the garbage, because that's all that Satan wants to do to you, is give you garbage to think about and not Christ. And the thing of it is, you got to learn to love Christ. Remember, He loved you first. He died upon the cross for you. He shed His blood for you. He went through all that humiliation for you. And if you turn your back on Him, it's all not to you, but for us that love Christ and we appreciate what He done, it means the world to us. It means, no, heaven. It means heaven to us. Fully on this world, I'm just passing through here. I don't belong here. I'm only here because I'm learning through my tribulations more about Christ. And to believe the things that this world wants you to believe in, you're wrong. Alright, I don't know if it took the Constitution. It's a con. The Constitution is a con. But in it, on the Second Amendment, it says it shall not be infringed. Okay? They're taking it backwards. And they're infringing on it. So, it's a con. The legislators or whatever, lawyers, whatever, are there just to make laws against you. And if you don't see it, I'm sorry, you're just blind to it. I don't know what else to say. I'm hoping I get to see you in heaven. I really do. But if you love what your government is doing for you, the love of the Father's not in you. I hate to tell you that, but I got to tell you the truth. The truth will set you free. You being in bondage, you will stay there. I'm not in bondage. You want me to tell you what? I have the love of the Father in me. And I learn every day on what we need to do, how we need to do it. See, God, the government was upon His shoulders. So He wasn't giving no piggyback ride. It was burdening Him. He was burdened by what the government was doing. And if it was bad back then, think about what it is now. And you know what? God went through all of it. Every bit of it, He's gone through it. But I'm going to tell you, you have to turn away from what they are telling you. And when they tell you one thing, believe you me, it's the opposite. The opposite. I love each and every one of you. You could call me a conspiracy theorist. You call me, I don't care. Yeah, that word is in the Bible. Let me find it. All right, in Jeremiah 11:9. Now, look at it this way. Judah, Jews. Okay? All right. The Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah, and among the habitation of Jerusalem. And it spreaded from there to here to everywhere. Everywhere you have the conspiracy of Satan telling you one thing. They call the good people that want you to know the truth a conspiracy theorist. That's fine. If you want to call me that, go ahead. I've been called worse. But I want you to understand that this world is not what you think it is. Oh, it's all Jesus, 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 Jesus. No. Read my beginning. It's been handed over. It's been handed over. So, you have to put it in your brain and think, what's been handed over? God's earth. God doesn't have control like you think He has control. He only has control over an individual's life. And that is if you love Him. And if you don't love Him, He has no control. You have to say, forgive me, Father. I want you to have control. I want you to direct my path. I want you to show me the way. I want your wisdom, not the world's wisdom. See, people, they die from the lack of knowledge. And whose fault is it? You have a KJV. Any other ones are lies. Read your KJV. Get to know your God. Get to know who He is and what He is about. Because if you don't, you're not going to like the outcome. And I want you to be able to love the outcome. To be able to go to heaven and not hear, I don't know who you are. I don't know you. Depart from me. You evil iniquity, you heresy, your whatever. And I'm pretty sure some of you heard that in a church house. I hope. If not, we know they're not doing their job. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're not. I'm saying this out of the love of my heart, that people, they are indoctrined with the indoctrination of Satan. Anybody preach any other Jesus, but you only think there's only one. No, there's multiple Jesuses. People are saying, I'm Jesus, when they're not. No, I'm Jesus. No. Hey, he's over in the room over there. Go over there. No. Jesus Christ is still in heaven. He is still in heaven. And when he comes back, you are still going to be right here on this earth. And he will come down here and protect you. But you are still going to be on this. But we'll be raptured away. There's another bad doctrine. Where does it say that? Oh, that's an awful loud verse. 1 Thessalonians? That's a very loud verse. So, where's that at? You guys, I really do care. I really care about your soul. If I didn't care about your soul, then I wouldn't be doing this. I wished I could do more. But there's so much that needs to be said, and you can't really say it on this platform. And I probably said too much. I'm going to get a strike. But, hey, it's worth it. If you watch this video, it is really worth it. You can't go by what the government says. They're not for God. They are against God. Everything they do is against God. When you start eating them green burgers, or what is the green something or another, I can't remember. Then you're gonna be going, what happened to the hamburger? Well, Gates didn't want no cows farting. This one guy said, hey, I will spend a whole night in a garage with the door shut with a cow. If the Bates or whatever will spend a whole night in a garage with the door closed with a car running, and we'll see who comes out in the morning. Now, carbon monoxide is used by trees to give you oxygen. So if you want to believe that lie, you go for it. It ain't nothing but a bunch of lies. I could go on and on and on. But you need to change your stinking thinking. I love you. I really do. Okay, let's go to Luke chapter 22. And let's look at 35 and 36. And he said unto them, when I sent you without a purse and scrip and shoes, like you anything? And they said nothing. Nothing. They didn't like anything. God took care of them. Now listen to what he says now. And he said unto them, but now, right now, he that has a purse, let him take it. And likewise his scrip. Take your money, take your scrip. Because you're going to need it. And he that has N-O, none, you don't have any, sword, a sword. That's what they had in Jesus' time. Let him sell his garment. Go buy your clothes. Sell your clothes. Sell them. And get you a weapon. Take you a weapon with you. And buy one. Now, what does that tell you? You need a weapon. So if you want to be hurt without a weapon on your side for protection, I feel sorry for you. Okay, like these churches, they teach you Jesus. Okay? But this is the worldly Jesus. This is not the true Jesus. And now, I want you to listen to this. 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh and preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit, which you have not received, or another gospel, which you have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So, according to this, it's saying you're going to have to bear with the one that you follow. So if you follow the government, then you might as well go ahead and bear with him. How to donate to Poor Man Sewing. Mash on Poor Man Sewing. You come up here and you look for About, and there you can donate to Poor Man Sewing. All donations is really appreciated. Thank you very much.